Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, Cole Gabicki, and today we're going to talk about why if you genuinely want to start to break free from these cycles and truly start to take some real control, not only over your mentality, but your life, then it is absolutely crucial for you to stop trying to base your decisions off of how you feel in the moment and instead just really start to learn not only how to disconnect your actions from your emotions, but how to then properly stay in control of them from here on out. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any weekly episodes and posts. You can find video of this episode strictly on YouTube, but the audio everywhere else. Now, when it comes to truly breaking free from these cycles and starting to take control not only over your mentality, but your life, understanding that your emotions are one of the main causes that are holding you back truly is one of the most valuable things that I've personally ever had to learn. Because not only was living off my emotions something that I was doing all the time, like whatever it was, I was constantly living off of my feelings instead of getting done and doing what I know I had to, having it not only hold me back, but destroy every single little thing that I was trying to build. Because at the end of the day, your emotions are inconsistent. They change every day, every minute, every hour. And when you rely on them to carry you along the way, to carry your day through, to carry you towards your dreams, you are just going to stay stuck in the same exact patterns that you're trying to leave from. Because that's exactly what was happening with me until I not only started how to change my emotions and separate them from the actions, but how to then properly take real control over them from here on out. Because you see, back when I was in my mid to late teens and even somewhat in my early 20s, always living off those emotions was something that I was just damn near doing on a day to day basis. I mean, whether it was through work, hobbies, goals, whether it was just through something simple as just trying to get out of bed. Living on those emotions was something that I was doing so much to where not only would it make me inconsistent, but it was destroying the person who I was truly trying to become. Because at the end of the day, you can say you want to achieve something, you can have a dream, you can have a plan, but until you put action behind it, none of it matters. Right. So for me, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to move out of the city, but then I would live off of my emotions to where when it was time to act, when it was time to take action, when it was time to get out of bed, if I didn't feel that motivation right then and there, I wouldn't get it done. And it was literally holding me back and destroying my growth from the inside out until I really started to take action towards these things and focus when I needed to. Because when it comes to truly living off those emotions and just relying on them every single day to carry you along your life, to carry you through these things, this is something that isn't going to do anything but just create short term growth and keep you in an inconsistent loop where you are going to stay in the same exact cycles that you're trying to escape from. Understand that emotions are temporary. We said this earlier. You have a different emotion every hour, every minute, every day. And when you rely on that one specific emotion to carry you, to motivate you, to get you to actually get things done, you're never going to take that first step because it isn't always there. Right? A lot of us have a hard time even dealing with our emotions, understanding them. So when you let it literally revolve around your whole life, control what you do, how you feel, how you see things, you're going to remain in the same exact cycles, right? You're not going to get anywhere. You're always going to feel down. You're going to be held back, not because you can't achieve these things, but because you're letting your emotions take control over you instead of you truly taking control over them. So, if you genuinely want to start to break free from these cycles and truly take control, not only over your mentality, but your life, then understanding that you have to stop basing these decisions around how you feel in the moment genuinely is so important. Because when I sit here and tell you guys that letting your emotions run your life isn't going to do anything but keep you stuck, keep you in this temporary place, destroy your growth and where you need to be. I truly do mean it, because as you see with me, that's exactly what had happened until I not only learned how to separate my actions from my emotions, but how to then properly take real control towards these things from here on out. So, moving forward, instead of just waking up every single day, playing the guessing game, relying on those emotions just to take you through the day or to have you take that step or to change your life, go ahead and start taking real action towards these things. Start doing what needs to be done, even if you don't feel like it. Understand that 99% of us out there don't want to necessarily do things. We don't necessarily want to go to the gym. We don't want to go to the 9 to 5, come home and work another 8 hours on the business, but you have to take action towards it. You have to build discipline. You have to build consistency. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. You also have to start setting real standards for yourself. Start holding yourself accountable. Start trusting yourself. Because when you sit there and you say you want to make a change, but then you don't do it, you literally keep yourself stuck. You reprogram your mind to thinking, oh, where we are is okay. Oh, we don't need that. Oh, we don't need to get out of our comfort zone. When in all reality, you do, because you want the change. You want the lifestyle. You want to be an entrepreneur, but you're not taking action towards it. Start taking action, build discipline, and stop living off these emotions, because I'm telling you, it isn't doing anything but keeping you stuck and destroying your overall growth. You can achieve whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. You just have to stop basing your decisions off of how you feel in the moment and just really start to learn not only how to separate your actions from your emotions, but how to then properly take real control over them from here on out. But with that said, today's quote is by Edith Edgar. She once said, "It is a choice. No matter how frustrating or boring or constraining or painful or oppressive our experience, we can always choose how we respond." I appreciate you tuning in. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowden Podcast.